Welcome back, Ann Arbor. In our last lesson, we talked about the difference between physical properties and chemical properties. We said that chemical properties can only be measured when creating a new substance. Today we'll talk more about how to create a new substance. The word substance is going to be a very important vocabulary word for today. Remember, a substance could be an element, like oxygen, or a compound, like water. Some examples of substances are water, iron, gold, and salt. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 substances. When potassium and water combine, there's a chemical reaction and they create 2 new substances. Let's watch this video again because it was pretty cool.
Ready? Yep.
Potassium and water, these 2 substances were the reactants. When they combined, they created 2 new substances, potassium hydroxide and hydrogen. These are the products. The arrow shows us that a chemical reaction happened and that these substances cannot be changed back to potassium and water. Let's revisit this example. Here, she's going to put sodium and water together. And again, we have a chemical reaction. Sodium and water are the 2 substances that were the reactants. When they combine, they created sodium hydroxide and hydrogen, 2 new substances that we call the products. Again, this arrow tells us that this chemical reaction cannot be undone. These 2 substances cannot change back into sodium and water. Today you'll learn the word chemical equation. It's kind of like a math equation, except for instead of an equal sign, there's an arrow. Over here, we have our reactants, or what goes in, and over here, we have our products, or what is produced. Again, reactant is what goes in, product is what comes out. Let's take a sneak peek at today's assignment. You're going to start by thinking about marshmallows, chocolates, and graham crackers as reactants that create a product of s'mores. You might notice there's something wrong with the number of marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers for these s'mores. Next, you can either choose to read an article or you can hear the article read aloud in a 3-minute video to learn about chemical reactions. Then you'll answer 2 questions. Next, you'll have a 3-minute ed puzzle to learn more about chemical equations, and then you'll fill in the blanks using these words. You have another short ed puzzle to identify products and reactants. Your last step for today is to click here and complete a Google form where you will show your understanding of today's lesson.